Our top focus this afternoon, giving a major boost to its combat capabilities, the Indian Air Force inducted 8 US-made Apache AH-64E attack helicopters into the 125 helicopter unit Gladiators at the Pathankot Air Force Station. AH-64E Apache is one of the world's most advanced multi-role combat helicopters and is flown by the US Army. The ceremonial key was handed over to Indian Air Force Chief B.S. Dhanoa by the Boeing Company President Salil Gupte. Sir, Director?
Today, with the induction of the Apache AH-64E, the IAF has upgraded its inventory to the latest generation of attack helicopters. Like it was covered by the CNC, we signed the contract in September 2015 to deliver 22 Apache helicopters, and these helicopters have been modified specifically to suit the exacting standards demanded by the IAF. I am very happy to note that the delivery schedule is on time, with 8 helicopters being delivered and the first set of crew being trained by the Boeing along with the United States Army.
Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa said that it is an advanced multi-mission helicopter being operated and has proved itself across the globe. He stressed that these helicopters have been modified specially for India.
Apache attack helicopter is being purchased to replace the aging Mi-35. Apache helicopter is an advanced multi-mission helicopter that is being operated worldwide by the United States, United Kingdom, Israel and many number of countries. It has an air-to-air missile capability. That's why it gives us also an air-to-air mission with a helicopter, which is for the first time in the history of the IAF. Also gives us a tremendous capability along with the data sharing.
After being inducted, Air Chief B.S. Dhanoa and Air Marshal R. Nambiar also inspected the Apache 64E choppers. So the Apache helicopters were inducted 8 in number at the Pathankot Air Base this morning, and these are the most lethal attack helicopters. They're said to be among the world's best. Boeing has produced these helicopters. 8 have been inducted. It has been decided that 22 in all will be inducted by 2020. The Indian Air Force had signed a multi-billion-dollar contract with the US government and Boeing Limited in September 2015 for 22 Apache helicopters. Let's take a look at how the Indian Air Force has inducted the Apache combat helicopters. 3rd September, 8 US-made Apache attack helicopters were inducted into the Indian Air Force. This is what has transpired today. India is the 14th nation to select the Apache. So 13 countries earlier had selected the Apache and they have inducted them into their air fleets. Indian Air Force received the latest version of the AH-64EI Apache Guardian. That has happened today, customized to suit Indian Air Force's future requirements. That was a point that was made by Air Marshal B.S. Dhanoa as well this morning during the induction ceremony. Significant capability in mountainous terrain, so it is said to be the world's best, and this is one of the reasons why it is the world's best. Capable of carrying out precision attacks at standoff ranges. So precision attacks is what it can carry out. That's its capability, capable of operating in hostile airspace with threats from ground. So it can operate in hostile environment and different terrain. On 28 September 2015, the Indian Air Force signed over 13,951 crore rupees contract with the US government and Boeing Limited. That contract happened in September 2015. The contract signed for 22 Apache helicopters. So it was around 4 years back that this contract was signed. Indian Air Force's 22 Apaches will equip 2 squadrons with 2 choppers in reserve to cover for accidents or combat casualties, because one squadron would account for 10 planes. So there would be 2 in reserve, and those will be used for the purposes specified earlier. Contract includes follow-on order of 11 extra AH-64E at fixed price decided in 2013. 27 July, the first 4 of 22 helicopters were handed over to the Indian Air Force by Boeing. So the handing over exercise with the first 4 out of 22 took place then. By 2020, Indian Air Force will operate a fleet of 22 Apaches. So 22 Apaches is what India is set to have by 2020. US Army training, Indian Air Force pilots and maintenance personnel at Alabama in the US at a US Air Force base. Also 2017, Indian government cleared acquisition of 6 additional Apaches for the Indian Army. It's not just the Indian Air Force, the Indian Army too would be acquiring the Apache attack helicopters, one of the most advanced multi-role combat helicopters. This is what Apache is all about. These are the various features that you see on your screen of Apache, most modern variant of Apache flown by the US Army. This is what India has acquired and has inducted today, 8 of them initially. Latest technology insertions maintain its standing as world's best attack helicopter. It is equipped with the latest technology, and that is why it is among the world's best today. Spectrum of capabilities for virtually any mission requirement, and this is what sets Apache attack helicopters apart from others. Greater thrust and lift, joint digital operability, improved survivability, cognitive decision aiding. These are various features that the Apache attack helicopters will have. Uniquely suited to meet the commander's needs. It is suited to meet Indian needs. It is suited to meet the commander's needs, whoever operates the helicopter. Capable of recce, security, peacekeeping operations and lethal attack in land as well as littoral environments. So it can operate across environments. It has those capabilities that were mentioned. Maximum cruise speed of over 284 km per hour. This is also an important feature of the Apache helicopter. Can be armed with laser-guided precision Hellfire missiles, 70 mm rockets, 30 mm automatic cannons. So these are attack helicopters. They'll be equipped with guns, with these lethal material on board, used by a growing number of international defense forces. So this is really the choice of several countries. This is used by many countries, supplied by the United States. The deal was inked in 2015. Today, 8 Apache attack helicopters have been inducted into the Indian Air Force. Many more would be coming, because a deal was signed in September 2015 to induct 22 Apache helicopters with the US government as well as Boeing, and the first 8 in a way have been inducted today. Earlier there were many that were handed over, but the induction ceremony is taking place today, and we know that there'll be many more that will be inducted over a period of time to reach the target of 22 by 2020. That is by next year. And now we are joined by a strategic